Hi, my name is Kate. I'm also known as Two Little Kits, and welcome to my FlossTube. I'm not feeling very well this FlossTube, I'll be quite honest, and I've been looking through my notes that I've been taking over the last fortnight, and there's not a huge amount, so again I'm going to say that this should be a short one, but I guess we'll see. So let's get started. I really have to get going this FlossTube because again I've been putting off getting started, but this time it's because I don't feel very well. So just to be clear, apologies if I sound not so great. My husband tells me I sound sick. I don't hear it myself, usually I do and other people don't, but whatever. We're going to start this FlossTube with works in progress. I have quite a few things to share. The first one I'm going to talk about is my flower meadow, because unfortunately I've been a bit slack because I've been busy with other projects and I'm actually 8 days behind on this. I have been rolling the dice, so I have it all like saved in my spreadsheet about what to stitch, and my plan is this weekend, so before this FlossTube gets released I will be catching up. So this is up to and including the 13th of March. So that's where I'm at. I got a bunch to stitch, but that's okay. So there's that project. Tuck that back away in its little bag. The next work in progress is one you haven't seen for a little while. It is Night of the Frost Dragon, and I'm really close. I was actually thinking I would be able to finish it this fortnight, but I got distracted. I'm really close to finishing parts 1 and 2 for this. I'm gonna look it up because I just saw it in my calendar. 7 got released. So yeah, this is parts 1 and 2, and I'm really far behind. But as you can see, I'm stitching the white now, which you can probably guess is the last color based on floss number order. But yeah, this is looking really cool now that there's white in it. You can also hopefully spot that I have removed all of these little markers throughout where I've been stitching. So that's exciting. It took a while to do. That was part of why I got distracted, just because it took a lot of the time spent on this was removing those marker stitches. I haven't done all of them. You can see like there's some in here and there's some in here, and that's because if you look at the back, that's where I wound them, each column. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I'd be able to remove them because I was very nervous I wouldn't be able to remove them, and I was like, well, if I'm not going to be able to remove them, then I am not going to continue stitching this. That's the thing. And it's looking really cute, and I'm a bit more motivated to work on it, even though it is on black, but it is getting sunnier out, the days are longer. Oh, excuse me. And sort of getting to the end point of 2 of the parts is sort of spurring me on a little bit, so that's nice. My next work in progress is and I think I said it, but I don't remember, but that work in progress is by Flossie Fox Shop. It is Night of the Frost Dragon. This next work in progress is The Secret Grove by Needle Lot Designs. I am well into part 3 now. I think I just started part 3 last FlossTube. I did do a bit of a big mistake in the bit that I'm actually stitching right now. Let me get that out of the way. So the bit that I'm stitching right now, I wasn't too concerned about the mistake I made, but I did count a bit wrong, and it is a little bit different to the design, but I think it still works. But that's the piece so far. And this one is on release 7 as well, I think. Yeah, and so there's not much more left on that one. But yeah, this is the project I have in my car, and I just stitch it whenever I'm out and about and don't have another project to work on. Just tuck it away. The next work in progress, I was so close to getting this done before the first like proper part was released. This is Court of Crows by Fine Frog Stitching. The first section came out last night. It was scheduled to release today, but she did it a little bit early. And it's really tiny, so I'll be able to catch up if I really want to. It's just some little flowers down here, I think. Just a couple of little tiny flower bits. It's like such a small release. I'm kind of surprised, but that's okay. So I've got to do the darker brown on the sides here. Is that in the shot? Yeah. And this frame needs to be done with the dark brown, and then I'm finished with the like prelude of the stitch along. So there's that one, and I think that's really cute. I really like the colors, especially of the two banners up the top. It was a little bit fiddly because there's a lot of confetti stitches with these colors at the edge of the frames. It's pretty chunky on the back. It'll be fine, but it's just like I kind of need to be aware of it, basically. So yeah, there's that one. So I've been focusing on that one a lot. Should actually look back on my last FlossTube and see where I was at then, because I'd be curious to see how much I got done in 2 weeks, because I feel like I've done a lot of work on that one. Oh, and I can put this is the new section. I can put that in the project bag too. My next work in progress is a set of pieces, and you haven't seen this before. I'm going to assume that I haven't talked about this. The backstory, my oldest daughter, if you don't know, is special needs. Her favorite thing in the world is school buses, specifically school buses. Her specialty class gets released early from school, like 5 or 10 minutes earlier than the rest of the school does. And what she does after school is she wants to talk to all of the bus drivers that are left, because 3 of the buses actually leave with just the specialty kids. So they leave pretty quickly. So there are 5 buses left over, the big buses that the Gen Ed kids catch. She goes and talks to almost all of them. There's one of the bus drivers that's kind of like, I don't think he really knows how to talk to her. And so he doesn't really talk to her that much, but he's a very nice person, so I'm told. So because this is her final year in elementary school, and because they've been so nice to her all year, I am making them all a stitch piece. So we have 6 pieces specifically. I know I said 5 that she talks to, but there are 6 because she catches the bus in the morning, which is one of the small buses that leaves early in the afternoon. So yeah, there's going to be 6 pieces. Sorry, I'm starting to die with my throat right now. But anyway, I have them started now. So this is the first one. This is going to be for her bus that she catches in the morning. So this is one of the baby buses, as she calls it. So you can see the bus driver's feet here. So all but one are going to be a person and then the bus. So this is the first one. And then they're all in big bus order that they all come in the afternoon. So this is the first bus, and so there's going to be a man here. And then I'm actively working on the next one, which is this one here. So it's going to be a woman here with a bus here. And so some of them are a little bit different. The rest are going to look like this, but like if I hold up this one and this one together, you can see that the bus shapes are a little bit different. And that's because I have gone above and beyond, I feel like, to try and replicate the specific bus that they all drive, because there are technically there are 3 buses, like 3 looks of the buses. There's the little bus, and then there's 2 different brand buses. So this one is a Thomas bus. I know way too much about school buses for someone who doesn't care about school buses. And then this one and all the rest of them are Bluebird buses. So there's this one, which I've just started the window on this one, and then all the rest just look like this. So this is this one is just going to be the bus. This is the man that doesn't really know how to talk to her. So I'm not actually stitching him because I don't really see him. I just see his bus. So that's his bus. And then there's that one. And then there's that one. So they're all the same currently. They will look different when they're done.
So this is editing Kate, and I realized while I've been editing that I could show you what the designs for all the bus drivers look like. So this is the 6 designs that I'm doing, all in the order that I've talked about on the video itself. I would love to get your feedback on these if you have any thoughts. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of the fact that I'm making these for these people that are so patient and kind to my daughter. It's really important to me.
So yeah, that's my ambitious project, to make sure I get them all done by like end of May. I am planning on getting her to gift them at the beginning of June, so well before the end of the school year, because I don't want her to miss out on giving them in case she's like sick at the end of the year and doesn't do the last couple of days or something. So yeah, I have a little over 2 months to get these done. I feel very confident about that. I do need to actually put together designs for teacher gifts, and that's at the start of May. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next FlossTube I'll have at least some designs to share for that, because I don't have anything yet. But yeah, oh my gosh. So I'm going to put those away before they all get out of order, because that would be frustrating. So that's my works in progress. I don't have any designs to share with you. I haven't done any crochet, so I don't have anything to share with that. I've been kind of bummed out about my scarf that I've been stitching, just because I hate how it's got that big blur thing at the bottom. And so I am considering just scrapping the whole thing and starting again, probably with a different pattern. I talked about it in my monthly post, which I will mention and share an image about later on. The next thing I want to talk about is finished piece / my newest pattern, which is called Missed Opportunities. It's this here, and I don't really know what to say about it. I talked a little bit about my feelings towards it last FlossTube. I'd recommend you go and check that out if you missed it. But yeah, I don't expect this will sell very well, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I think it's really cute. I think the cat's adorable. I'm really happy with the fact that I took the time to stitch the border so that it flowed nicely, rather than sort of be a little bit janky with the color changes. But yeah, otherwise that's my latest cross stitch pattern that you can get on my website. There'll be a link in the description below. What's the next thing I want to talk about? Let's look at my notes. Oh my gosh, voice is breaking. I'm turning into a real boy. Other than that, other stitchy stuff is I received a shipment of some fabric, which I have here. I talked about this in my last FlossTube, that they were, I was expecting them to arrive that day, and they did, of course. But I have my fabric for the next Lola Crow stitch along, which is called Extraordinary Birds. I also have the floss for that. I think I shared that, but that's fine. So this is my fabric, and no, I won't pull it out. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch it on this. It's gonna be so much easier than the Night of the Frost Dragon because it's on, yeah, lovely light fabric. But because I ordered through 123 Stitch and they have flat rate shipping, I did get a couple of other fabrics, mostly because, well, I got one to compare the two, so this one and this is the other one, compare about which one I wanted to use for the stitch along. This is the one I planned on doing it with, and I'm gonna do it on this one. But I'm not sad that I got this. I think this is really pretty. Hopefully you can see the really subtle changes and texture in the pattern. So that's 18 count, and I got a 17 by 25 piece of fabric for that. So if anything, like, that'll go towards a future stitch along or other small projects that I'll just cut it into parts. But I also got this, which is 14 count, and this is great for portraits. It looks really nice with basically any kind of a portrait that I've done, at least recently. And so I got, again, a 17 by 25 piece of this. So this will stretch to, ideally, 4 portrait pieces, but we'll see how things go. I might get a huge piece that I need to stitch on. So yeah, I got some fabric. Yay! The other thing that I got in the mail was my Moo Order, which if you don't know, Moo do printing services. I've been using them for a very long time, like even before I was doing Two Little Kits stuff. When I had my freelancing business, I used Moo for my business cards. But yeah, so I got my order of Moo, and I wanted to share what I printed out. So I got more of these, which are my certificate of authenticities. So I just filled this out on the back, and this is like cardstock side, and then this is kind of a glossy side. I think they're really nice, and they come with a matching envelope. I also got these little tiny ones for my jewelry that I've been stitching, because previously I've just been handwriting a certificate, and that doesn't really seem very professional. I got envelopes for these at the craft store, so they're kind of humongous. So like that's the size difference, but it's better than no envelope in my opinion. So I did those. I did some more thank you cards, which just has a stock image, some floss, and I need to, the next time I'm planning on doing my own photo on this side, but I didn't have time and I couldn't be bothered doing a proper picture for something that's more me. And yeah, then this is the same thing. This is the glossy side, and then this is a paper cardstock side. So I just write the code for my customers to be able to enter, because I do a unique code per person. So yeah, they're my thank you cards. And then I have my business cards, which if you've ever bought something from me, you will have seen these. This is my business card. And then Moo do a really cool thing where you can do one side, which is this side, as the same thing. And then the other side, you can do a unique picture for every single card. Or you can do like 4 different images, and it will populate it to be an even amount. So this is an example of one of the sides that I have. I use my business cards in a bunch of the packaging, and I also wrap up like 3 or 4 as a share the love kind of thing, where my customer can give it to another person that might be interested in what I do, which I have no idea if that even works, but I figure it's better to try. I was thinking I would get more of the round stickers that I have, which look like these stickers. I get them from Moo as well, but I still have a bunch, so I didn't need to order those, thankfully, because the order already came out to a lot. So yeah, that's my Two Little Kits / Stitchy things. The last thing is a bunch of new blog posts that are on my website. There is 5. I haven't updated my notes from yesterday. There are 5. There is the Serenity poem piece that I did ages ago, all the way back in 2021, like the start of 2021, which is a hybrid cross stitch and embroidery commission piece that I was commissioned. All of the links for these will be in the description below, that you can check them out. I did a post about overcoming perfectionism through cross stitch, and I may or may not have done that for myself. But that one, yeah, has some, I feel, some good information in it. What else did I do? Oh, I noticed in my analytics that I've been getting a lot of people searching in Google for like what a universal cross stitch symbol guide is for DMC flossers. And so I wrote a post about why cross stitch symbols aren't universal, and just explaining like that it's based on the designer and what they want to do and what they need to do for their pattern and stuff like that. So it is a piece sort of aimed at beginners, but it is a blog post that I did because I've been getting a lot of traffic for people looking for that, and it's not a thing. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. The next one is a guide on designing your first cross stitch pattern. So my computer just decided to do something with my video card. That was weird. Yeah, and that just breaks down what I feel is important to consider or important to do, and things that you need to do about designing a cross stitch pattern. It also links back to an old post of mine that talks about the sections within PC Stitch. If you're interested in checking that out too, that's in the blog post for that one. And the last post is my wrap-up post for February 2025, which I was hoping to get done like this time last week, but I really procrastinated and just dragged my feet about, so sorry about that. But yeah, I'm really glad that's done, and it actually made me realize that I completely missed a whole section in the January wrap-up post, so I actually went back and added that in and updated the post itself. So technically the January 2025 post is new as well, so I might even link that in the description too. But anyway, those are all the posts that I've done. I was hoping to get another one done today about another piece that I'd completed back in the past, but I had to go and update my link in bio web page that I had for like Instagram and TikTok and Threads and all the places where you have that link in your biography thing, because the one that I had, which was used through Only Social, was broken and I can't have that. So yeah, and I wasn't willing to wait for them to fix their end so that I could have a working page. So I spent most of my morning today fixing that, which was annoying. But anyway, I'm glad it's done. Anyway, I'm rambling. But I think that's it. I think that's everything. Let me see. Yeah, that's everything I have listed. So the only thing, if we're going to talk about IRL stuff, the only thing that happened this last 2 weeks is my brother turned 40, which I'm kind of sad that I missed being able to go to the party that he had, mostly because like I haven't seen my brother in such a long time. The last time I was in Australia was 2019. It was actually this time of the year, back in 2019, so it's been 6 years since I've seen him in person. It just would have been really nice to go there and just give him a hug and just hang out with him. I know he had like all his friends and other family and stuff there as well, but I'm sure I could have stolen away like 20 minutes of his time. So anyway, but honestly, that's the only thing that's happened in the last 2 weeks. So it's not even something that's been happening, like that has happened to my immediate family. But yeah, I double checked my calendar. I didn't write any extra notes in my FlossTube 96 notes. Yeah, so it's kind of boring, but it is what it is. The last thing I want to talk about though before I wrap up is, because it is the 96th episode of my FlossTube, that is really, really close to the 100th episode, and I want to celebrate it somehow. I would love it if you would head to the comments and let me know what you would love to see as a celebration of sorts for FlossTube. Like, what would you expect for a channel to do to celebrate something like that? I am thinking I will do a discount on at least something in my store. I just don't know what exactly or how much for. I was thinking I might do a giveaway. Again, I don't know what for exactly. I would love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, let me know in the comments. That would be great. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate all your support, and yeah, I'm gonna go rest my voice now because my throat hurts. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and like I said, leave a comment below about your thoughts, and I will see you around the internet. Bye!